Hi everybody, this is Forever Hairstyle, and I'm going to show you what we can do with hair, with putting beads in the hair, and what we can do with it. You can buy some hair beater tools, which is, you know, have a little hoop here, and then you beat them down, and I even had what they call the junior topsy tail holder, and it's also looked like a little beater too. So anyway, I like to take hair in whatever style you want. Obviously you gotta figure out how to part the hair and stuff and whatever. I'm going to show you a few little demos here on how to just part your hair up and then start beading your hair. I like to bead right next to the scalp, and that way you have a leeway to go and move them if you want to and whatnot. So, and you don't want it, you know, you want the hair strand to be a good nice medium strand. You don't want to have it too loose, and yet you don't want it too thick. So anyway, so you just bead the hair like so, and I like to put it all over the hair and really close to the scalp. And see, when you can't pull it through, it won't pull through. So obviously that was too thick, so I'll have to take some of it out. And this is just a demo of showing you what I do with some of my updos. I know some videos I have that have beads, and you might not see it as clear. I usually try to keep them close to the scalp like that, and then I mess with them and whatnot. And so, and I mean, there's so many different beads out there anymore. If you go online, there's just thousands of different beads. There's glow-in-the-dark beads, there's, you know, one solid beads, there are clear beads, there are alphabet beads. It's ridiculous of what they have for beads. So, and most of the beads that you put in the hair is what is called pony beads, and they're a little bit, you know, bigger around in the middle. You could find like bracelets and stuff too if there's certain, but you have to be careful because you want the whole size of that bead big enough for your threader and for your hair and to get it in there. So anyway, showing you sometimes I just layer it or part the hair, bring it up, do some beads here and there. It's really fun, and I don't tie them with anything unless I have to, but I really don't, because the hair tie itself sometimes is a problem, and you can have more of a problem than what it's really worth. So, and I know that there's a lot of different bead thread machines out there, and different ways of doing it, but I just have a plain Jane one. Cost me probably $1.20, I think is what it cost me. Very cheap. And you can find them almost anywhere. If it's online, again, you know, just make sure the shipping's not too expensive, or if it's an add-on, or if you got free shipping, it's well worth it. So anyway, in some updos, that's what I do. I just kind of place them wherever, and then bring down the hair and do another little section again. Oops, got some knots there. You know, and hair beads can be very fun. to play with in the hair. And there's no rhyme and reason where you put them. Sometimes, depending on your style, obviously, but. And I'm going to just show you with this demo. I'm probably just going to do just a regular braid or regular French braid or something to show you what it would look like. Now, if there's a certain design you're looking for, obviously you got to stop and think of how you're going to do it, obviously. But, and I have some styles I do show you where to place the beads and stuff. But this is just a general beading of the hair. Oops. And I, like I said, I like to keep it close to the scalp because you can always move it up and down if you need to. Now, if you get it too loose, they do fall out. So if that is the case, you might have to pin it or put a bobby pin on the bottom of it. Like this feels a little loose, so sometimes I do put a bobby pin and wrap the hair around and then pin it again. There. And then it won't move until you're ready to do the updo. So. And I have no idea what kind of style I'm going to do this time. I'm just kind of winging it. So this will be an interesting style. And sometimes winging the hair style is just fun yet. I mean, it turns out pretty good actually. There is a video on YouTube that had the beads and it came to the middle, like I had beads on the side and came to the middle, and then there was beads all over in the hairdo. And that one I really like. It just kind of brings back like the 14th century or the Renaissance type feeling to it. So and sometimes you can just leave it down. I mean, that, you know. Ooh. Well, there goes a few. They just scattered. And if you're doing this to somebody else's hair, you might want a few bead threaders and have them all lined up. And it depends on if you're in a hurry or not. You know, if this is something for prom, a dance, going out for the night of the town, whatever it is, you might want to prepare yourself a little bit sooner. I know I do for certain occasions and certain people. I do have a few things ahead of time before they get here, but and like I said, I'm just mysteriously placing them close to the scalp all over. So okay, I'm gonna do one couple more here, and then I'm gonna do a few on the top, and then. And so this is just kind of entwining the beads into the hair and making it look like, how did you do that? Oops. Now, obviously, you can take your time and do, you know, how many beads you want and all that good stuff. So, Okay. Okay, so like I said, I'm just kind of winging it here. So, you know, I took the beads, I placed them everywhere, and then I always kind of do a braid or something in that matter. And so what I think I'm going to do here is maybe I'll do a fishtail braid and kind of go from there. Because the beads do tend to, they can tend to be loose. They can, you know, get loose there, and you can twist them that way if you want. Twist them that way. You know, I mean, it depends on what your style is, and I'm just going to kind of just twist the hair and make it funky. Twisting the hair, twisting the hair. And all I am is just doing a twist, bringing some of this over, making sure the beads are kind of showing a little bit. And so I take this part and this part, and then I twist it around. And then you take this part and put that over here. Oops. Yeah, and twist that with that one. The only tricky thing about beads is if you don't tie them off, they can slide. So you have to be kind of careful with that. Oops, I gotta twist that with this one. And then you just kind of start twisting. Like I said, this is just kind of, I've never done this hairstyle, so this is just out of the thin air of doing something different. Kind of reminds me of Jasmine from Aladdin. Anyway, we're going to bring the hair up. Make it kind of maybe loose, so that'd be cool. Okay. We're going to pin it. I'm going to roll it up and then spread it out and then pin it. Back. Use that big pin here. And this is hair that's all one length. There's no layers in this, so just keep you in mind if you're going to twist it like this. You might have a little problem with certain things. And I'm going to show you how to kind of get your beads in places that you want them. But first you got to pin everything. I mean, you know, you just want to pin. Like this might be too loose, so you want to pin that. You know, and, you know, try to find all the beads out of the hair. Like this is beads here, so you kind of want to move them. Move them all over the place. You can spread them out. You know, bring this over, bring this back over, you know, so you have, you know, beads in the hair and stuff. And show you how that works. I mean, it's neat, you know, something a little different, and especially if you have like dark hair and you don't want to color it, this is great for it. But the video is mostly to show you, you know, some of my updos and hairstyles. That's how I do some of these beads to entwine them. Very simple, easy hairstyle. You know, see how they're easily to move, and pin them however. Fun. You know, and I've done stuff that you move them all the way through the hair just to, you know, and sometimes I hide some of the beads just because it's too much. So, or if it's too loose, you just kind of pin it right there. And then, or see how I kind of make it. However, and you know, you can do as many beads as you want, as much as you need. I mean, and of course you can do, before you do an updo, you can do as much as you want beforehand. And oh, I got some beads here hiding. So anyway, so it's, I know it's not totally professional, but that is one way of entwining beads in your hair, and just showing you how you could do it. Just, and this is just off of the wall style. Just kind of showing you, you know, if you want something different and braided, and you know, and have some hairstyles. Eventually I'll do a video with short hair with beads, and that's going to be really neat. I'm already fooling around with the short hair updos here, and eventually I will have those videos here in the next couple weeks. It takes time to do these videos and showing you, because one, I do have a full-time job, so this is sometimes when I do it in my spare time. So, but anyway, that's how you do some of the beads and throw them in your hair and make it look really cool and neat. And I mean, and like I said, Halloween's coming here in the next few weeks, so this is a great way of figuring out what you could do for your Halloween hair. So, and there you have it.